by teams, and
Bam,
they go, it's so many stories, and they've paid thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for lawyers, and they don't get shit.
Wait, payouts on Spin Show? What competition? The games?
Yeah.
But like if Noble can't pay them,
there's nothing they can do about it. Like
you don't think CrossFit would pay out of their own money though?
No. They'd make them the scapegoats. Like if it really came down to that, I think they'd be like, yeah, we just didn't. That's what motocross teams have done. I've seen it over and over again. I can tell you story upon story.
That's how the sport fails.
Yeah.
Or goes into oblivion.
Hey, the show started 47 seconds ago. Jedediah, when you were on here with me, did you notice that my audio was really fucked up?
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
It's like
when
was
someone going to tell me that? When was someone going to tell me that?
You're the new John Young.
Son of a bitches.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a tin can.
Oh, thank you. Now that the show started, I should have fixed that before the show started. Hello, everyone. None of my shit's working. I got on here and I'm a Jedediah. Your mic sounds great. Oh, there we go. There's something.
No, it's not fixed.
No.
I go, Jedediah, your mic sounds great. He goes, I can, what's going on here?
Maybe if you didn't tell me I was lucky, I would have helped you out, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention. So
this is fucking crazy. Why? Hello? Testing. Oh, goodness. Look at this. Amateur hour.
Sevan, if you need some headphones, I can mail you some if you need some good ones.
Okay. Welcome to the CrossFit Games.
That's better.
Official update show. Taylor Self in the upper right-hand corner. Jedediah Snelson, Games Athlete in the lower right-hand corner. JY Barbell will make you strong. This is not the amateur hour. How dare you? Taylor Self is from Self-Made Training Program. He's the guy who's a bit more scruffy than normal because he is working hard and not getting a lot of sleep like a Games Athlete wannabe should be because he is preparing for the
Charlotte Classic, a competition we have not this weekend, but next weekend at our gym.
Let me know if you guys have any audio issues. I noticed in the comments someone was saying that our audios are all fucking out of whack, and I apologize if that is the case. We will do our best. I'm going to try to move through this show fast. I say this in a lot of shows, and unfortunately, what sucks is I don't have Souza or Caleb, and I didn't know. But, here we go. Anyway. Okay.
Oh, we got so much dumb shit to talk about.
Oh, I know. It's going to be fun. I'm going to start with something kind of gnarly.
What are we talking about?
I don't hear you so good. I don't hear you so good, John.
Is there a schedule?
Oh, don't worry, buddy. There is a schedule. There's always a schedule.
That's the first thing I asked him when I got on.
We're going to talk about Dequeef. We're going to talk
about... No, we're not going to talk about Dequeef. I want to show you guys this. And I want to tell you the importance of I want to tell you the importance of media. Justin Medeiros was on the listen,
likes
chill.
per minute?
No, I don't care about the likes thing. I don't care about the likes things. This Justin Medeiros was on the Lone Ranger podcast. And I have not listened to the podcast, but there's this clip, and I want to play the clip for you. And outside of the likes, I'm not worried about the likes, the 8 out of 43 likes. Someone chose this clip to promote this podcast. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to this. This is the entire clip. This is to promote the fittest man on the planet who's a currently active CrossFit Games athlete. And he did a podcast, and he's won two. He's the number one ranked guy probably in the world right now.
I mean,
in my opinion,
Adler's currently the fittest.
He can be second. He can be second. Okay, here we go.
But I think just like this, the overarching thing is just like kind of just getting back to like this, like where I am, like and just having fun, like with training and kind of doing and kind of blocking out like expectations and all that kind of things. Like I love my team. I love what I do. And I love being able to step out on the competition floor. And I think one of the things that's so hard about competing is even like, it's awesome. Like pressure's a privilege for sure. But like, I wish I could just like walk out into like Wadapalooza to hit individual, knowing that I'm not like at peak fitness, but then everyone judges you that like, oh, he didn't even win Wadapalooza and all those things. Cause that's ultimately like where it matters.
Yeah.
Doing team.
Yeah. Last couple of years, Willie's team has donned some interesting outfits, whether it was they brought out baguettes to the floor because they were all the French team. They wore those like black and white striped things. So I don't know. Is there any preliminary talks about what you guys might do or what you might wear?
Oh, I'm sure we'll get up to something for sure.
Okay, it doesn't get any better. Does anyone know what this clip is about or why you would show this? Please tell me, because I immediately thought, oh, someone hates Justin. I seriously thought, do they hate? Like, I would show this. If one of you put up a clip like this, like the email on Instagram account, I would call you and be like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, we don't know what he's talking about there at all.
At all.
Other than he says like 16 times. I know you want to say don't like consider that, but it's impossible.
But even that, you're right. I mean, that's part of the problem. Well, that's the problem. Since we don't know what he's talking about, we can't even, all we can do is focus on the likes.
Who runs
Lone
that
Ranger
Instagram account?
Tonto and what could have been the Dragon Slayer Khaleesi, please, you guys. This is what's the great egregious.
At least under the caption, they should say Justin Medeiros on individual water pollution competing in they don't even say that. They just say interview with Justin.
Is that what it's on?
No, that's like an
I don't know.
afterthought
That's what it seems like.
After the like parade, that's an afterthought that we know he's going teams, but they're not bringing baguettes. I mean, it is fucking bizarro world that someone posted this.
I could
look
post
at people liked this.
Yeah, not as many as he said though. I could post a video of me farting out of my naked butthole and it would get more likes than this video. This is terrible.
You guys stop doing that.
Make sure that's on YouTube, Taylor, not Instagram.
Dude, I would get money from YouTube if I did that.
It won't get banned on Instagram.
Oh,
or
I'm in
YouTube.
heaven.
It won't get banned on YouTube.
Hey, they have a video with a guy. Here we go, Caleb. I'm sending it to you right now. They have a guy who shaves his butthole and they show it. I think Taylor could fart and do it.
Yeah, the body nair, the nair, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Guy.
Like you can get away with it on YouTube.
Okay,
Look that up, everybody.
So there's going to be a lot of media talk in this show, but does anyone disagree with me that is an absolute train wreck and that's not good for Justin Medeiros' brand?
No, it's horrible. Or
his persona, or you're liking him if you don't like the word brand.
No, but
okay, go ahead. Jedi.
Here's the thing. I like Justin. I've had personal conversations with him, and he's very nice. He's very down to earth. He's very humble. He doesn't say a lot. Like even when you have a private conversation with him, he's not a deep person. And so there just may not have been a lot to pick from. Like honestly, like he doesn't go deep.
Then don't put anything.
Don't put anything.
Or how about just cut it to are you going to Wadapalooza this year? I am. What are you guys wearing? We're not sure yet.
I'll get up to something. That was cool.
Yeah.
Just clip that.
Yeah.
We'll get up to something for sure.
In the middle of the night, if your dog poops or pees on the carpet, who picks it up? You or Ellie?
Yeah, they would have been better just using those last 15 seconds where they talked about Wadapalooza and the outfits. Like the first part didn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah. This is not a dig at the champ at all.
No.
The 2024 CrossFit Games champion. But dude, you cannot what are you doing? What are you drinking?
LaCroix.
Ooh,
whatever.
Question.
Hi. Oh yeah.
Did you want to send a link to Bill as well?
Oh shit, where is Bill?
I'll send him a link.
Hey, what you got in that cheek, boy?
No.
Oh, I don't think Bill's on the show. Oh, he can be on the show. Shit, he's saying, is there a link? Fuck, sorry. I think it was, sorry. No wonder. Bill asked me if he was on the show today, but I didn't think he would. I didn't know. I didn't even know. Yeah, have Bill. Yeah. Send it to him. Yeah, Caleb, sorry. What a Bill? Okay. We've been waiting for Bill the whole time. Let's start the show over. I watched another Lone Ranger podcast where they waited for Chase for 30 minutes, and when he came on, they started the show over again. Fucking A.
That's hilarious.
I thought that was Tia.
No, they did one where they waited for Chase.
They waited for Tia for like 30 minutes too once. So
they did.
Just don't even go live, you idiots.
Yeah. I mean, it only took me 47 seconds to get my podcaster on and 10 minutes to get all the hosts.
Actually, I think that was kettlebells and cocktails.
I think you're right. What do you guys think about making your open score also one of the event scores in both the quarters and semis? Your performance in the open then affects your season and games chances.
Ooh,
Taylor?
I kind of like that. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, that
And
is.
you would have
Like,
to announce it. You would have to say this event is going to be one of 8 scores at semifinals. I don't know. Look,
Or
that's
at
my
least
fault. I thought
at
you were
least
on the main thread.
quarters.
I'm sorry.
that's an idea I would entertain. I'll
Yeah,
say that.
quarters would be cool if there was some carryover.
Would your quarters, so your open score would be one of the quarters events, and your quarter score be one of the semi events?
I like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't mind that at all.
That makes it more important. That brings more importance to the open.
Dude, I want to ask Bill a question so badly, but I can't.
Is it about that affiliate newsletter? Is it about the email?
Yes, dude.
Okay, hold it till the end. Let me get through some of my notes. I worked so hard to set this show up, and I'm already like sweating balls because I fucked it up. Okay. The Lone Ranger podcast also brought up the Daccoon situation. Now, here's the thing: piggybacking off what Jedediah said about being deep or not. Do not bring up heavy topics if you don't have the balls to talk about them. Do not bring up heavy topics if you do not have the balls to talk about them. You guys skirt around some of those issues. I've seen you do it before. I know you guys have inside information a lot of times, and you have to be careful, but you want to talk about it. But it just, you're ruining yourselves. You're ruining your own personal brand by having those conversations when you can't go deep about them. And it was fucking insulting to Chase. I don't know if he knew in advance that was going to be one of the questions, but to have him on there and have him try to address that, because this is a very, very sensitive subject. I want to show you this, though. If you go to the Lone Ranger podcast, it's the Daccoon episode. And if you pull up to 25:35, and I want you to hear this brilliant monologue. You're going to have to let it play through a little bit, Chase, and we'll see what happens. This is on the Khaleesi hosts this, Lauren Khalil hosts this, and this is where the podcast gets really good. She says, how can CrossFit be more lucrative? She knows it's an open question. She prefaces it like, hey, I'm going to give you guys some room to breathe. And listen what Chase says here. This is some fucking great shit. Here we go.
And what we have done. And that's connecting the difference between what we do in the gym and I think health as a whole, health and fitness. CrossFit should come out and tell people what we really are. We are a life-changing health and fitness organization. You should come to us if you want to lose weight. You should come to us if you want to increase your muscle mass. You should come to us if you're having mental health problems, or you're feeling lonely, or you want to pick up your grandkids for the rest of your life. There.
Even that would be too sensitive for this administration and this regime. You should come to us if you don't want to die from COVID. Like, I just, this was brilliant. And he keeps going. Anyone who wants to go and watch the whole lecture he gives, it starts at about 25 on the Lone Ranger podcast. As an affiliate owner, Bill, please weigh in on this. Like, I feel like that we don't have anyone taking a stand anymore, with Greg not at the helm, about what COVID is, or what CrossFit is, and what we can actually claim that it does. It cures type 2 diabetes.
When Dave first came back and he was doing those affiliate kind of little meetings, he'd gather a bunch of people together. One of the things he said was, what can we do? What can HQ do? And I go, look, I don't want you to tell me how to coach. I don't want you to tell me how to program. I don't want you to tell me how to do my social media. I want you to tell everybody out there that they need to come in here. Then unless it says CrossFit, don't waste your time with an orange something, with an F47 or whatever the things that are out there.
Planet Fitness.
That like all of the, thumbs up, the no, what do they say? The no hate zone? No, the no judgment free zone. Give me a break. That's what I want. That, and don't put commercials to CrossFitters that are already CrossFitting. Like, spend your money on all the stuff, putting a commercial on NFL, on NBA, on baseball, on some other TV show that a lot of people watch, that the general public watch it, because that's where we need to put it. Because Chase is right, and we've talked about it all the time. Like, when you talk about old school CrossFit, we know what it does. This has nothing to do with CrossFit Games. It has nothing to do with the sport of it. It has to do with, and you always sit on here, and it was Greg's, kind of moniker line too. We have the answer for the world's most vexing problem.
That's fucking bold. That's taking a stand. Pukey is taking a stand. Uncle Rabdo is taking a stand. We used to take a stand.
Well, it's because I think I feel in the oldie scene, granted, it all stemmed from Greg because Greg is very, he doesn't give a shit what people think. He never has.
He has balls.
And that was, dude, I mean, huge.
He
Doesn't look
believed
like
that CrossFit was the Bugatti of fitness. He believed it was the Lamborghini of fitness. He believed it was the best of the best, right? Not everyone's driving a Lamborghini. Not everyone's driving a Bugatti.
No.
And whether you agree with him or not, the reason why he doesn't want affiliates selling shit in the stores is because he's afraid they're in their gyms is they're afraid they're gonna sell something that's not gonna be as good as the fucking fitness. That was his big concern.
And that line that he said on your show just earlier that week, that's what he said. He's like, what else do you have to sell? Yeah. We're selling years on their life. We're selling them back years. Not a drink that's gonna get you, feeling good so you can go to school afterwards. It's going to add years to your life and add functional years to your life, period.
That's the line that CrossFit has to take. That's the mission. They have to be transparent. They have to be open. They have to be bold, and they have to take that stance. And that we can
gotta believe it.
That we
I don't know if
can save lives and we can change lives. Because here's the other reality: the sport side, the game side, it's too niche. It's never going to go anywhere. Like motocross, supercross has gone through the same thing. They've had appearances by athletes on the Jay Leno show when it was back then, and they thought this is going to blow us up. This is what's going to get us attention. Nobody gave a shit because it's too niche on the sports side. They don't care. So the only stance that CrossFit can really take is to appeal to the general public, and that's we can change your life. And they have to preach, and that message has to get out boldly and transparently.
2735 Chase continues. This is on the Lone Ranger podcast with hosted by Lauren Khalil. I think it might be their most popular show, the Death by Show. It's a great series. She's continued it for a long time. It's got feet now for sure. I think at 2740. Go. You can start here. It's fine. Whatever. Let's do it. There we go. You know me.
What? Again, we'll go back to the question. What would the timeline be? Is this a 1-year plan, or do we need to be looking more of a 5-year plan?
Okay, pause this. Hold on. So she's asking, when can we move to this plan of taking a stand? And when she asks him that, I'm like, fucking now.
Today.
But wait,
today.
Yeah,
yesterday.
like it's not. There's no timeline for it. It's who we are. We drive a fucking Bugatti. Now listen to Chase's answer. He's a fucking G. Let's go.
Forever plan starting tomorrow, right? This isn't, hey, we made it. It is, we are going to constantly evolve what this really is. We're going to be that truthful connection between health, like your basic health, life-saving health and fitness. And that is a forever thing, right? That is a forever thing.
Forever is now. It's always. It's the truth. Bam. Somebody take a fucking stand over there. Okay.
The only reason they get views is because Chase is amazing and because you bring it up on your show.
No, that is true.
100%,
you know what's funny?
dude.
You want to know what's interesting is if you were to ask like Taylor or any of the other like JR, and they were said, "Hey, are you done trying to get anyone else in your gym to help them out?"
No.
If any of us were right, exactly. That's what CrossFit. That's the view that CrossFit has to have. CrossFit is the worldwide affiliate. We're local affiliates. They should be looking at the exact same way. I'm not going to tell someone not to come into my gym. I'm not going to tell them I can't help them. I don't care if what their issue is. I know that I can help them out. I know that I can. I believe that I can. Mm-hmm. I don't have to sell them on a membership because it's interesting. I'm not a good salesman. Like I look at like some of the business things out there and they tell you how to sell and how to get people hooked. And I'm not good at that, but I can tell you if I believe it, I can tell you it. Mm-hmm. And I'm a coach and I know what I can do.
You're describing real quick. You're describing like my boss, Andy, worst salesman ever. Somebody walks in the door. He's like, "Hey, you're going to try out a couple classes. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. And I'm not going to sell you on it, but you're going to try us out a couple times this week for free. And you're going to see what it's about. And we can change your life." And that's what there is nothing to sell really.
No,
I mean, you are passionate. Like,
if you believe it,
that passion,
right,
dude? Yeah. I want to fucking save your life. I want to help you. Like the people. Yeah. That's where is that from HQ? Where
right.
the fuck is that?
one of the best taglines I still like is CrossFit is not for everyone, but it's for anyone. And it gives this like mystery aura around it when people really think about that. And they're like, well, wait a minute, am I being left out? Or like, you know what I mean? That it's not for everyone, but it's for anyone. Like any background, doesn't matter. And we see people come to it from any background.
Hey, what if, okay, like one of the things I like that Greg used to say was, he's like, look, it's hard. Yeah, it is. Here's what we're going to do. 3 months. Give me 3 months. Write something down on a piece of paper. Don't tell me what you want, but tell me it's something you want to be better at. You want to lose weight, better flexibility, better husband, better at your job, make more money, whatever it is. Put it in the envelope, close it up. We'll pull it out 3 months later. Tell me if you're not better at it.
Without
and he was saying
how
how that would equate to all of these other things. You know what I mean? Could you imagine if, like, those kind of comments, like, how is it that we, like, I thrive off of those things that he said. That's what I liked about Greg. It wasn't that Greg didn't make mistakes for us. I mean, there were things where, like, you just, dude, there's no media team anymore, but you said it was a media team. What? The games is totally, what? Now you're going to change this thing over here. There were mistakes that were made, but everything that he said was from the inside passion guts. And like, how is it that no one else is like,
he took a stand for shit.
Yeah, there was no hidden agenda.
Why doesn't Don or anybody else take those same phrases and say them? Like, I fucking say his shit.
Because I don't think their mission is to save people's lives anymore. I'll say it. I think their mission is to make fucking money and to sell CrossFit for more than what they bought it for, which fine.
There's a very interesting point here, which is interesting. There's things that this show, I had my YouTube channel suspended for a week because I said that diet and exercise were the best way to combat COVID. And now they have a guy working for the fucking affiliate team who is part of the censorship regime on Twitter.
Jesus, dude. I saw some of his posts.
And remember, it was low carb was kicked off of Facebook in 2020, the largest low carb group on Facebook. Squatting below parallel used to be bad. The censorship is just crazy. We need someone who can take a stand. They're not doing that. Basically, what they're trying to do is the games is supposed to cast the broadest net possible so that we can have the largest participation. CrossFit itself is not like that. It's what Jedediah said. It's for anybody, but it's not for everybody. You don't want to be red pilled. You don't want to work hard. It's not for you. You want to take personal accountability, personal responsibility. You're offended by Pukey. Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta want change for yourself.
Yeah.
It's the like, you can't help people who don't want it, and those are the people who CrossFit is not for. It's for the people who don't want to help themselves. But for the people who want help, this is the place to go.
Tom,
shut up and take my money.
Just the boys sitting around and trading old Glassman quotes. Shut up and take my money. Thank you, brother.
So
I appreciate it.
What would you have headquarters do? Because we don't no specifically, not just mentality or personality, but like, we don't have Greg Glassman. It's not, I'm with it too. We have Jay DeCoons.
Not send out emails. Not send out emails asking how much would you pay for affiliation? Do you want us to tell you what color shirts to wear? And then not even tell you what the purpose of the survey is. We need a fucking leader who just tells us what the fuck to do that fits inside the current fucking affiliate model. We need someone. We need someone that's strong that takes a stand. And when someone puts up a sign that says "We cure type 2 diabetes" in front of their affiliate, we don't need HQ being scared about it. We need them applauding and putting it on the front end. Go ahead, Ted.
Oh, I think Bill say what you were going to say. I go ahead.
No, take it, dude.
I think that, well, Bill said earlier, I don't want HQ telling me what to do. I'm not a genius. I don't know.
So maybe not tell you what to do, what to stand for, what we stand for, what the organization stands for. And if people don't like it, then they can leave. Stop trying to appease everyone.
I've taken the level 1. Everybody else needs to know what we stand for. I don't have the platform that HQ has.
I think that the way that you start the forever plan, like Chase was talking about, and we've heard this particular word when it comes to HQ a lot over the last 3 years, transparency. And what I think is important about transparency is for us, we talked about it on our show about the open and the quarterfinals. Like this level of trust has been like just completely dissipated out, where we hear things that happen. It's like, we're doing this. In the old days, we'd still kick and scream when it was Greg saying it, but at least there was an idea of where we were going, because there was always an understanding of what our drive was, what our mission was,
the mission,
what our torts that was out there, and nobody now knows what it is. And so if your contingency, your people think that all you're trying to do is gather money, then explain to me how whatever the things are that you are going to be doing, tell us how it's not that. Tell us what's going to happen with it. Like if they wanted to raise, like we talked about this on the show yesterday, if they wanted to raise the amount of the open enroll, the cost for doing the open, $20, make it $40, whatever. You're going to have more money coming in. Cool. Tell us where that money's going. Tell us what you're going to do with that. Don't just say, we have more things to help you with. Like, give us something that's going to help that we're doing, but explain it. And the thing is that right now, like, I feel like they are designing things, or they're coming up with these ideas in a bubble, or it's in someone else's bubble. It's in Orange Series bubble. It's in F45's bubble, but it's not our bubble. And just tell us what you're going to do. Like, explain it to us so that we can get on your train. Because right now we're all standing there at the station going, I don't know what the fuck is happening. I have no idea. I'm just going to turn in and I'm going to go do my gym stuff, because at least I know what's going on there.
And it doesn't even feel like they're trying to make more money for affiliates. They're trying to take more money from affiliates rather than trying to get more people into CrossFit to make affiliation more popular.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
This better be Jesus Christ.
This is Jesus Christ. This is Jesus Christ. Hold on. It's perfect. It's perfect timing.
Hey, John, keep it down, dude. Keep it down. You just need to relax, John. Spazzing out over there.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to connect it. Hold on. Caller, hi.
It is Jesus Christ. I don't ever hear him when I talk to him.
This is the old man trying to figure out technology over here.
But I'm pushing the buttons and nothing's happening.
Oh my goodness!
Don't understand.
Oh my goodness! It's me.
There's no buttons on my phone. What do I do? I don't.
I'll shut up as soon as the caller goes through. But
Okay,
John,
go ahead.
HQ can't do anything because HQ is not in charge. What you and I and Bill and Jedediah and Sevan know as HQ, those are not the people making decisions. There's a handful of people in a boardroom who don't tell anybody else a fucking thing, and I think those are the people that are making decisions.
So I think they want to become F45. Like, I think the survey and the email and everything, like, I think it's all about becoming F45. But the thing that I've seen is that's already proven to be a failing model.
What a
like,
fucking retarded god, dude.
Every F45 in our area that's opened is closed.
Hello? Hey. The fuck is wrong with this machine?
Caleb, fix it.
He can't. Oh my god.
Who was it?
Can't tell you.
No, dude.
Someone said it's Laura Horvath.
Yeah. It was just somebody super random, like Josh Bridges or somebody like that. Be like, hey man, just like completely different topic.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, leave the affiliates alone, which I think everybody would agree with that, right? I think CrossFit is successful because every affiliate can be unique into their own. They can run how they want to run. And I'm a big proponent of the best affiliates will survive,
right.
And they won't get
The best trainer
crushed. Right. Like the people who are doing the most good will prevail. It's not going to get overran by a whole bunch of different CrossFits because they're not going to fail if they're not being ran well.
And people want to do that. People want to affiliate when they make the decisions. And look, the other thing about that is you have people like Chase and Bill that are trying to sell it for you.
Yeah.
They believe so fucking much in it that when somebody walks in their door, they're like, holy shit, I'm staying here. This person cares.
There is a
They want
lot
the
of
passion.
questioning though, but there's a lot of questioning of people saying like, well, and I'm not a fan of this, honestly, is like, well, what's HQ giving me? Why should I still be an affiliate? What are they doing for me? And it's like, what are they doing for you? They gave you the answer to help everybody.
Yes,
They gave it to you.
Right.
That's but I mean, like, what do you want them to do? You want them to tell you what color shirt to wear?
Yeah. It's like
that.
I think it's so hypocritical, anybody who de-affiliates, but then it's like, okay, well, if you bring on a new trainer, what's their criteria for being a coach in a gym? Oh, well, they take the L1. Oh, so you're still using CrossFit. You just don't want to pay the fee to get that knowledge. Like,
Depends
you're
on how much.
basically
Well,
just
you don't want to
using-
wave. You don't want to wave the flag, and that's a legitimate option. That is a legitimate option to take the class, open a gym, and not call it CrossFit. I mean, they talk about that. And if they're going to if they can't say, if you want to take that information, but they can't say, it's like using Twitter, right? When they were censoring people, or even YouTube. Look at me, I'm on YouTube, but I know it's part of the fucking regime. I know it's part of the regime that doesn't want to, that's shutting down doctors and censoring everyone. So I
but
don't know.
you still pay to play like anybody else does.
That's true. That's true. But those people also pay to take their. I mean, I used to be on your side of the fence, but I'm starting to feel like the loyalty piece is losing its way since they're not taking the brand is not taking a stand. The brand needs to take a fucking stand.
But what I agree 100% with Bill is Greg gave us the answer, not
Right.
Greg gave us the answer.
Right.
He taught everyone else. And there are a lot of people at HQ and on the level 1 staff that carry that torch.
Right.
But the people who own it now and who are making all the money now, they didn't give us the answer. So if you're asking, like, if someone, say, John, you're an affiliate owner, and right now you pay $500 a month for an affiliation fee, and they're going to increase that to $5,000. Or you pay $3,000 a month, and they're going to increase that to $5,000 right now. You've been an affiliate for 10 years. It's hard for me to justify that extra. For what? What's that extra $2,000 for?
Yeah, you incentivize.
Could I afford it?
people to
Maybe,
be
but for
affiliate.
hiring Jay fucking DeCoons and these other schmucks,
Yeah.
How many times have you guys at your gyms, Taylor? How many times have you guys increased your monthly membership?
since I've been there for
We never-
5
we never
years
have.
once,
We
and it
never
was
have.
by $10 maybe.
Okay.
So
It's
10%.
140 at my place,
Yeah.
and that's cheaper than most places.
So from
Yeah.
2018
they
to
won't do it.
2023, one time $10, and me and Andy had a long conversation about it. And it was, we are currently the cheapest gym in Charlotte. We also have the most credentialed trainers, the biggest facility, and most equipment. The economy's getting worse. I mean, there are a
No.
lot of things to consider, but
Now, if you did go to do that, what made you decide to do that? You guys own the building?
no, rent
Okay,
increases.
so your rent will go up,
Right.
stuff like that. So I can see if you are. So I raised my rates a couple times over the
Mhm.
course of 15 years. Or it's
Been
going on
around
the 16th
forever.
year now. Our rent has gone from the first time we had rent, which was $1,800 to it. Now it's $7,100 a month.
Mhm.
Jeez.
And there's no way that I would be able to have, $100 membership pay for that unless I have a gazillion people, which I would go back to. I'm not a really good salesperson, so I can't just go and flood and try to do all the 10-week challenges, and that's just not my deal. But when I go to raise my rent for whatever reason, I'm explaining why it's that. I'm not.
You
just
tell
gonna
you
go,
tell your
I'm
members.
raising your rent.
You tell your
and-
members.
yeah.
We have to cover these costs, and
I
that's
have
why
to
we're
hit
going up
these costs, you
$10 now.
guys. Yeah, it's gone up this much. And the person who's ate it every single time has been me, or the gym, basically, but like me.
Well, my
So-
kids used to go to a private school. They went to a Montessori school, and they told you when you sign up, hey, the cost of school goes up 3% every year with inflation. Just with 3% more every year. So if your
Okay.
kids are there, for till they're seniors, you see that shit go up a lot. Jeremy
Right.
World, in summation, the only way CrossFit survives the way we know it and love it is to bring Greg back.
There's no way they could explain. I don't think there's anything that they are currently doing that they could justify to me that would make me agree with a $2,000 increase in an affiliate fee. I just don't think that has happening. Look at their media. What? That's what I want. That's everything that I want.
Do you think what
I mean, I don't know.
percentage
Am
do
I
you think
wrong,
of
Bill?
people-
I'm kind of speaking to you because I'm like, am I wrong to think that way?
No, I don't think you're wrong that at all. I mean, what's going to end up happening is everyone is going to have to figure out, like, okay, what is, well, to me, this is what I come down to. I have to figure how much does having the word CrossFit for CrossFit Inferno, how much does that mean to me? How much am I
means a
willing to
lot to
pay
me.
for that name? And
Yeah.
it does. And that's the hard part, is for people that really care. And it's weird because, like,
By the way,
I listen to Hiller's videos, and all of his points are really fucking good.
Yep.
Where it's like, well, shit, none of the things are happening. Like, what am I holding on to? But the hard part of me is that I do believe in what the word CrossFit is, and if it's not, the nice thing is that if somebody wants to know about CrossFit, and they really don't put any commercials out, so the only way they're going to know about CrossFit is what I tell them. So I can make that CrossFit the old school CrossFit. I can tell them I can use all the things that Greg said when they come in, and I can be like, write this down. What do you want to be better at? Give me 3 months. Or I can say, it doesn't matter where you are. I can make you better from this point. We can increase you. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to add years to your life. All of the things. I can do that. But you're right. Like, that's a tough pill to swallow, man.
Well,
And
you're
it's
still-
a big think. It's going to be a big,
me-
long thinking.
What angers me is that Greg created something so much fucking bigger than just a company. And now these people control what CrossFit is, but they aren't fucking CrossFit. You are CrossFit.
I want to go back. I
Sevan-
want to go back a second. I don't think that they need to tell us. I don't think you owe it to your members to tell them why you're raising the rates. I don't need CrossFit to tell me.
I don't
why.
owe it to them, but that's that trust.
That's the right thing
Okay.
to do, in my opinion.
I want them. They are giving me their body to make them better, and I'm going to tell them how I'm going to do it. I'm not just going to say, okay, here we go. Here's 2159. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm with Bill on that one. I
too.
think and it shows trust.
Yeah.
We did it too. We spent $30,000.
They'll see what they're. You won't need
need
to do that. You won't need to do that if you're doing that. Yeah. If all of us, if they see a sauna and cold plunge there, and they like, I don't think every year you need to be. If let's say you raise your fees 3% every year, Bill, would you explain to them why you're doing that, or no? Just, hey, that's the way it is here.
Well, no, I mean, you could say that in the
But if
beginning.
you do it twice in 15 years, then
Right.
I think you should explain why.
John hasn't
Okay.
raised.
Yeah,
They haven't raised their price once.
It's my business. It's none of anyone's fucking business. If you don't think I'm offering you the service that's good enough for what you're paying for, get the
but look
fuck
at
out.
what-
And that's
but look
the
at what
stand
Greg
I
said.
want the leadership to take there.
Look
I
at
want
what
them to
Greg
be like
always
this.
said.
Yeah.
He's like, you need to care about your people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm caring
what-
about them. I need to tell them what's going on. Because you're right. The economy's getting bad. Things are going up. Rent's going up. Inflation's going up.
And it's a community.
But I
dude.
need to
It's-
tell
yeah.
you. I need
Sounds
to
like
tell
some
you. Hey, I
socialist
know it's
bullshit
hard.
to me.
It's
No,
still worth
dude.
it.
Yeah.
It's
He's-
a
he's-
community. It's not so.
he's-
Look, an affiliate is a community. These people care about each other. It's
I
not
agree.
just this. Fuck it, eat my ass. I need to raise the prices. That's not how it. I mean, I get
Buy
what
some
you're saying.
protein.
Hey, I think you've already established that trust with them. You're already offering them a great service. You don't need to be like, hey, I need to put my kid through school, or hey, the owner raised the rent on me. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but I don't think you fucking owe that to anyone. I think your
Bill
service
runs
should
a
speak for itself.
successful affiliate. I
Oh,
trust
shut
you.
it.
What if
Mhm.
no one in my gym believes what I'm doing? Like, what if they lost the trust in me somehow? We did something. It's some other guy comes in and they're running CrossFit Inferno. They all of a sudden make everyone wear orange shirts and they're doing this and they're
Some
doing all
guy
these
from
weird
Orange-
things.
from
They're
Orange
like,
Theory.
whoa, what is this? What's going on here? Oh yeah, we're gonna raise your prices too. Well, why? What did you just what just happened? It changed. Why did it change? What are you trying to do? Bill was saying that this was the path we were going. Here is how I was going to get better. Here is the things he told me. Cool. But like that trust. I have trust with my people. I don't think that there would be an issue right now, but because I love my people, they're my family over here. They're my other family. And I want to take care of them. I know about their jobs, about their kids, about their breakups, about their everything. I know everything. And I want to know that, like, hey, we got to make this jump So I'm just letting you know about it so you're not shocked by it. And I think that,
Hey,
I
would
don't
you
I
say
think it's a
this?
fair
Would
thing
you
to
say
do.
this? Hey, I got a new Escalade, and the fucking payment's crazy on it. So everyone's fees are going up.
Bill
No,
wouldn't do that.
no.
So
Did you not listen to your interview with Greg on Monday? Like, what the hell are you talking about right now?
I don't think you owe that to. I don't think you owe that to anyone. But I hear you.
I don't owe it. I do
Right.
it because they're my people.
Okay,
well,
fine.
I'll tell you what. I was
You
in
don't think
insurance.
CrossFit headquarters owes it to us to tell them what they're going to do with the extra money they're asking?
Because if
for?
they don't, fuck them.
That's
and
what
this
you're,
is the
that's
difference
what you're
between
saying.
and this is the difference between how do I go the right direction? A successful
You don't
affiliate.
ask. You don't ask that from fucking Netflix. You don't ask that from fucking the UFC when they raise the prices for
Because
every
I
UFC
could cut those and
championships.
not give a shit about when I cut it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have any
And
connection.
they
to
don't
them.
care about you. You can cancel
I'll just
your
go to
membership
Prime
and they're not going
Video.
to reach out.
I'll go to YouTube. I'll go watch my movie somewhere
Dude,
else.
Sevan, an affiliate is not this mass. It's not a business model that can accommodate. Like, we're just gonna have a shitload of people, and whoever doesn't want it, fuck them. Like, if that's your approach, you're gonna lose a lot of people.
It's different when a business
Hey,
is
I
built
think
on
that-
personal relationships.
I think that was Greg's approach. I don't think he was building what he wanted to build. He was doing what he wanted to do. Do you think that the fucking affiliates wanted the media team canceled?
Dude,
He
but
wasn't
didn't
trying to make
right.
money.
And he
though.
canceled the media team.
He
And
made
he got
he
rid of
fucked
the
up on
media
that.
team, and he didn't lower affiliate fees. And fucking everyone just took it like a fucking champ. Grabbed their ankles and took it like a champ.
No,
Because
nobody
his
was happy
message
about
was
that.
like,
No.
we're selling life. Like, we're saving the world. This is the magic pill that everybody wants. This is it. It's this right here. It's not about making money for him. It never was. He could care less.
And you know what?
He did make
If-
money.
Exactly.
He did make money.
Exactly.
A lot
Exactly.
of money.
I know he did, but
It all
that
went to
wasn't
him. I
his
get it.
end.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if he'd have come on when 2018, when he cut the media team and said, hey, this is what we're doing. This is where we plan on going. This is why we're doing this. A lot of people would accept it a lot better than they did.
Wow, this is some real socialist fucking in your shit, communist shit. This is like the anti-capitalism shit. This is wild.
It has
Wow.
nothing to do
No.
with capitalism. I owned
Oh.
2 different insurance agencies over 20 years, and it's another business that was built on personal relationships.
Right.
And when
right.
things changed and when costs
Right.
went up, I had to have a reason why that
Sounds
was
like a
going
pretty
on.
shitty relationship if you can't go out and buy an Escalade without explaining to your clients what you're doing. Sounds like a pretty shitty relationship. Sounds pretty shitty to me.
Yeah,
So
it
you
sounds
like
like
what
I'm
headquarters is
shiesty.
doing
Is
right
what
now?
it sounds like.
No, you deserve
I got
a fucking
a
Escalade.
sick
I
ass
think
whip.
here's the thing. I think you deserve an Escalade, and I'm concerned that the rest of the jackasses might not.
Well, I
No,
have a
it's
Ford
not. No.
Focus,
What
so-
what you're doing is you're trying to show, okay, I'm taking all your money and you haven't gotten anything here at the gym extra. You haven't gotten better equipment. You haven't gotten more coaches. You haven't gotten more classes. You haven't gotten anything. I'm the one that got it. So you paid me, which is true. I mean, that is what it is. But
Here's
if-
what I'll tell. Sorry, Bill.
give me a couple seconds. Let me read. HQ needs to quit chasing pronouns and get back to forging elite fitness. A Fergie show with his perfect hair. Magnus Holmgren. Listen, this is a fucking guy. This is a European guy from who lives in Mexico. He don't know shit. Jedi is putting Sevi in his place. I love it. Oh, shut your pie hole. Okay. Sevan is on a new level right now. Like, I'm a capitalist, motherfucker.
No,
Here's what
you're
I'll tell you
completely-
about your example, though, Sevan. Let's just say that's true. Like, Bill raises his fees because he buys an Escalade.
Yeah.
If he raises his fees and he doesn't say anything and he's like, it just is what it is, and people take it, and then the next day he shows up with a brand new Escalade rolling out front, people are going to be pissed. If he's
Yeah,
at least
I know,
telling them,
and
if
plus-
he
I
at
hear
least
you.
tells them, yeah, I bought this car. It's been a dream of mine. It's what I've always wanted, and I can't afford it unless I get a little more money from everybody. This is how I'm running my business. If he's transparent with them,
Sick. You're making me nauseous. You're making me.
I
It's
would.
just-
I wouldn't
Listen,
do this.
fuckface, if you want an Escalade, afford it before you have to raise everyone's prices. Sevan, you're wrong.
You're making
Afford
me
it
nauseous.
before you
I
have
don't.
to fuck
Hey,
over.
hey. Here's the thing. The majority of people don't want you to have a fucking Escalade. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, is Bill making $250,000 a year? That's bullshit. I pay $189. Fuck you. Get out of my gym then." And that's what we used to have as the leadership. That's what Greg was like. I'm telling you. We had it like, hey, I'm complaining. You put a picture of the gun on the front end. I'm de-affiliating. Greg would be like, fine. And you know what? They would say it in the comments. He'd call Kathy, his sister. They'd fucking get their money back. And they'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You de-affiliated me. And they'd panic. He took a fucking stand and did what he wanted to do. And you guys trusted him.
No,
here's
but
the
he
other.
took
Here's
his-
the other.
Go.
Here's the other side of it, though. You want people to be there that want to be there for the right reasons. So if Bill raises their fees for whatever reason, and he buys an Escalade or whatever, but they see a value in what they're getting and why they're there, then that's fine. If they're looking at that and going, well, why are you raising our fees? And is it because you're doing this over here, or whatever? And you know, they look at it as, well, you're making too much money. Then they don't really buy into CrossFit anyways. They're not really people that you want as part of that community, because they're probably a cancer that's spreading that kind of agenda across to everybody. Like, you want people that are there because they believe in what you're doing. They believe in the health that they're building, and they're there for the right reasons.
How many free memberships did Greg give people when he was just cruising around town?
Thousands.
Right. Why?
Because he wanted to. Well, because
that's communist.
Two
that's
reasons.
Socialist.
No, two reasons. Three reasons. Because he wanted to help people, because he believed in his concept, and it was helping the affiliates.
Yes.
All three of those.
That's everything.
What does that have to do with me? Guys, can we get on a Facebook call with my 270 members? I'm about to buy a all silk set of boxers.
That's not what he said.
It's gonna cost me a little extra money, and I'm gonna have to raise your. That's what I hear. Maybe I'm being too myopic. That's
what I hear. That.
Okay.
How do you hear that?
All right. That's what I hear.
How do you hear that?
I think that we're surrounded by people who want to keep other people down, and I fucking hate that. So
well, in our affiliate, we're not. In my affiliate, we're not.
Hey,
we won't last.
I will tell you this. I think if I was on hard times, my people in my affiliate would help me.
Okay.
I think they would help me. In fact, look at all the CrossFit gyms where, like, you know, they get smashed with tornadoes.
Hiller's people helped Craig Ritchie when Craig Ritchie was on hard times.
Right. Right. Like, it's crazy. So, like, if they trust you, they'll be there for you. But I think it's, you know, it's like, and do I need to say that? No, I don't need to say that. But I think that because these people are important to me, I mean, they aren't just, you know, people that are coming up and I'm giving them coffee and they're on their way. It's not just that. I help them. I help their entire life.
Okay. These guys are going to get the last word, and then we're going to move on to some fun stuff. Enrique Noriega, Bill, you're doing it the way it's supposed to be. Magnus, Holmgren, your wife buying the TRX car prices. No, not that. There's no virtue in being a poor affiliate owner. I agree.
True.
Affiliate owners should be rich. Yep, I agree. This is why Sevi doesn't own a gym. You asshole. Is that an old picture of Rosa when he's a triathlete? Who is that? Sevan is wrong. End of story. Don't buy an Escalade. If you have to up your rates to fucking do it, why not? So what? To do it. I love it.
It's not an if-then kind of question. Like, that's not like a factual type of thing.
Can we get off the Escalade?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Fucking dumb, anyways, dude. What is this? Fucking Johnson's Family Reunion? Have you seen that movie?
Next time.
Sarah Cooper, maybe someone should actually go to an affiliate. Maybe you should fucking not have a fucking cartoon as your fucking profile pic. What are you, fucking 12 years old furry? What are those people who date stuffed animals?
You got it.
Thank you. Oh, shut it, Seema. Okay, here we go. This one we're not going to take that much time on, but it's going to get you guys wild up. I think. Dang. What about we did a lot of complaining about the open, but listen to this: 3 workouts, and then they give you the option. They give more people than ever to do the quarterfinals. Thank you, HQ. They give you the option. You don't have to do it. You do your 3 workouts. They give you the option with your $20 to go further, or maybe you have to pay 50 more. They give you the option to go more, to do more workouts. Now listen. And these fucking affiliate owners that are fucking whining like J.R. Howell over there at CrossFit Crash.
Fuck off.
This motherfucker. Look at you getting all defensive for your butt, buddy. Knew you would. You loyal fuck. Listen. He only pays $3,000 and he gets to use the name. And they were smart because the masters and individuals are the same. So it's not a lot of workouts. Quit being a pussy. Just be thankful that you get to do the games for only $3,000. You get to be a part of it. Go ahead. Anyone?
Well, I don't have
That's
an
what I think.
opinion because I don't have quarterfinals. I'm just going straight to semis, so I'm good.
They hate the adaptive.
Listen,
They do.
dude. They're sending out this email, like testing the titties out to see if they can raise affiliate fees or turn you into a franchise for fucking $10K a month. Boom.
So listen to that, what people just said, by the way. An affiliate is a mass email has been sent out to all the affiliates, and that's kind of why there's some underlying tension in this whole group right now, by the way. And that Taylor's referencing it right now. So if you haven't seen that email, just know that we'll add context to it as this podcast.
Hiller will make a video on it at some point, I'm sure. Okay, you guys will know all about it. Listen, so look, this happens. Then simultaneously, they say, we're going to make the open easier on you. We're going to continue to do that. It's going to be minimal equipment, easily accessible, only 3 weeks. But now we're going to expand quarterfinals from 10% to 25%. So now
Thank you, H2.
Now all these other dipshits who have no business doing quarterfinals are going to go to your affiliate. They're going to walk in the door. They're going to expect you to have all the lines taped. They're going to expect you to fucking judge them. I pay my monthly rate. You're going to have to judge me, coach. When can you judge me? I get off at 7. Can you judge me at 7:30? Now you have all these people. So not only is HQ raising your affiliate fees, now they want you to do 10 times the amount of work during quarterfinals. Dude.
Hey, you better watch yourself. You need to visit affiliate. I've been to more affiliates than fucking all these other fucking ding dongs combined. I just haven't been to affiliates as much as even one of these guys. But don't tell me I need to visit an affiliate.
You also have to have a registered judge judge you. So now, coach, you're a registered judge, but my mom isn't. Also, it's the same workouts for individuals in the open division and the age group division. And they have to be safe enough for the top 25% or 25% of open registrants to perform. And they have to be able to pick the right people to make it to semifinals.
It sounds like a lot of good opportunities for the affiliates.
It sounds like an easy way for them to fuck it all up.
Why don't you charge? Hey, well, let me ask you this seriously for a solution. Why don't you charge $5 for someone to do quarterfinals at your gym? $5 a workout.
Well, that would be like me charging somebody $5 to do an open workout.
They already have to pay.
If they're fitting in the past
register.
when it's 10%, you've worked your fucking butt off to make that. You've made that. I'm going to do everything that I can to help you. Now we just make it a shoe in for fucking everyone, basically. Dude, it makes me sick that they did that. They weren't fucking listening to feedback. We listened to you guys. We took your feedback. Here you go. That video, dude. That made me throw up.
Yeah, that was the presentation was bad. Why so serious? Listen, you must be new here. Anytime someone makes a presupposition that I have to walk back, I'm going to put 4 inches of cock in your ass. I'm just going to put the tip in. Sevan needs to visit an affiliate. The presupposition there is that I don't visit affiliates. That's why it's so serious. Peace and love. That's why. Anytime you make a presupposition, you should have asked me a question. Hey, dude, when's the last time you've been in an affiliate, or how many affiliates have you been to? And I would have responded politely.
Ask your mom. You can throw a baseball.
Yeah,
I'm curious what you guys think. My biggest fear too is that with the expansion of the quarterfinals, that because of even what happened last year at 10%, that they're going to water it down, and that it's not going to be a true test to go to the next level. It's going to be way too easy.
It's going to be doo-doo, and now
it's just going to be like the Open is.
And how are they going to sift through all these additional?
I don't think they should do that. I think they should make it hard. I think
they're going to make 60-year-old people do 200 GHGs in a workout nonstop.
It's the same workouts for everyone. Okay. What?
That was.
They say it's the same workouts for everyone, Bill, and like you're the most.
Yeah,
I know. That is the.
Do you think it'll be watered down workouts for quarterfinals?
It's going to be either extremely watered down or just a shit show of movements to where, hey, we were complaining because there were people that couldn't do in the top 10%, couldn't do the certain workouts. Well, what the hell is going to happen now when you just added a bunch of aging people like myself in there? And granted, Jamie, okay, I know the 50 plus is a little bit different, but generally it's going to be the same thing. I mean, that's what it was. The programming is supposed to be the same. That's what they said, because if you don't have to go for both. You do whatever, you're either going to do the open or you're going to do your master's level, and it's the same workouts, nothing different, and you only have to pay the one time. Look at us, we're really helping you out. Not really helping us out.
Well, maybe here's what they mean. Well, that's what I was confused on, because if it's the same workout in the sense that the open is the same workout, Well, there are different variations. So if it's for the open division, say it's a chest to bar pull up.
But not really till after you get past 50 years old, even 55.
So,
I get if I was going to do it, I'd have to sling 35-pound dumbbells. Can you believe that? 35-pound dumbbells.
So mad about that.
What has Sevan done more, share
dumb.
towels or visit affiliates? Barry? God, my butt's sore from tonight. I'm just getting beat up.
Here's the other side of it that you guys, by separating the masters and the teens and the adaptive, you realize how much money they've saved. Because here's the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize: they're not funding those. Those people are on their own.
Footing the bill.
Wheel Wad, Masters, Legends, like they got to raise their own money to run their own games. Like CrossFit is not funding it.
Is that confirmed?
Oh, 100%.
That's what I've heard on the Wheel Wad side.
Wow.
Is that CrossFit, that they're giving them the name and the background to carry it and to be official CrossFit, but they're not funding it. Like they've got to raise their own money.
Do they have the audacity to make them pay?
I don't think they're doing that. I think, but think about how much money they save even at the CrossFit Games,
right?
By cutting all those athletes and cutting all that they have to run and do. Like that's a huge savings to them.
I don't know that is so like egregious. Like, oh, now Legends has to run the Masters Championship and they have to pay for it. It's not egregious. Right. They already paid for their own event.
But it's just a sign of things to come. It's just one of the points in the puzzle of they're cutting costs and trying to raise more money. It's all about the dollar.
Bingo. Okay, Lucky Camera Straps. Imagine how easy it will be for games athletes to make it to quarterfinals. They could probably get in by doing 1 out of 3 workouts. That is a problem that now everything means nothing. And that's why the programming doesn't even matter anyway. Heidi Kroom, this is the Hell's Angel, Sevi. You know this. Nice. Wow. This guy has been commenting like every show, I feel like, for 2 years, and I never pulled up one of his comments because and people have told him to stop posting that shit, but he finally found a way in. I get it, dude. I get it. Larry Wheels. Nice. Fine. Okay. You win. Fuck it. You win. Fuck it. Okay. Go ahead. Ask Jedediah a question. Then I want to move on. I got something really sad to share with you guys about Dallin Pepper. Really sad. You win. Okay, you win. 2 years of you trying to get me to post it. You win.
Jedediah, is the prize purse for adaptive and masters build? Do y'all know the prize purses for that?
No, I don't think any of that's decided because I don't think they know. Like my first proof was that Legends, like as soon as it was announced, they started putting stuff on Instagram, going, "Hey, you can sponsor us now. Like bring in this money." And from what I've heard. Which I can't confirm, but that Wheel Wad too, like they've got to raise their own money to run the game, to run the games, like to run the Wheel Wad games,
run the competition.
Yeah, just like they have been. Like that hasn't changed. It's just that now CrossFit's not basically competing with them, trying to have adaptive at the CrossFit Games as well.
Do you think that it is worth it, or it's fine if the money that is higher since they're its own competition now, or like all the way through? You know what I'm saying? Because Masters, adaptive, all of those divisions never really made very much money, even the winners, right?
Right.
If that is doubled or somehow went all the way through to the top 10, when you actually win the games, do you think that would offset?
From who though? Like
from the game, like the prize purse.
Oh, if the games provided it, that would be huge because that would help bring in participation and interest. But I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think so,
dude? Wheelchair tennis is like one of the most fascinating sports that you could ever fucking watch, and it can't get traction. But if anyone who sits down and starts watching it, you won't stop. You can't even fucking believe what these guys are doing. It's 2-bounce tennis. It's better than regular tennis, but it won't ever get traction because it's dudes in wheelchairs, and no one can relate to it. That's my opinion.
Do you think street parking makes more money than HQ, Sevan? Because I'm
not even. I was looking at that. Not even close. Not even in the same world. Seminars. You have to understand. CrossFit is selling you just IP, nothing. Street parking has fucking a media team of nearly 50 fucking people. like workers, like people who can actually do shit. CrossFit has 50 people on the payroll who can't even like floss their own fucking teeth. Like literally like people like who cannot do they're not doers. They're like a restaurant that has 75 menus and no kitchen.
So you're saying street parking does make more?
No, it doesn't make more,
Right.
but it doesn't. But not only that, it doesn't make more profit because those fuckers are pumping all their fucking money back into the business.
Yeah.
Like Miranda and Julian are just like they're investing heavily, and it's like what you guys were saying. I think it's Jedediah saying, "Hey, it's all about the dollars. Raise prices, outsource shit, make other people pay." The only division that matters are individuals and teams. Masters is fantasy camp, and teens are summer camp. No mention of adaptive. That hurts. Thank you, Fergie. Come on, we have a master adaptive athlete here. Also, no occupational games. For fuck's sake.
That's okay. I'm going to make my money by my new clothing line that I was inspired by your victim that
Yes.
Travis and I are going to make. It's going to be CRPL. You see, I put it in my.
Oh, what is it? Oh, CRPL. How about CRPL 19? Caller, I really appreciate you trying to call. I'm gonna actually try to make this work again. Are you cool? Caller? No, this show doesn't have callers anymore. Jeez. A Jedediah signature tee, special pre-order pricing. Pre-order ends Friday, November 17th. Attack weakness. Oh, this is a different shirt. This is to raise money for your wheel wad.
Yeah, the other was a joke.
The other's still coming. It's upcoming. The cripple's coming.
Right.
Okay, I like this. Attack weakness. Dear ladies and gentlemen, for you jackasses that bought fucking Craig Ritchie shit, this is what you really should have bought. Go over to vindicatevndk8.com and go to the Jedediah Snelson. What a great name. Okay. Can we pull up this Dallin Pepper Instagram post? This is this is worse than lying about steroid use. Listen to this fucking lie that he tells right here. Listen to this bullshit. Here we go.
All right. Huge win at the gym today. This has never happened before, and I'm pretty proud of it. There's a drop in, and he asked Danielle to take a picture of us, and then he didn't even take a picture with her, and I've been waiting for this moment, so I just want this to be an inspiring story. Never give up. Your time is coming. All right.
Not even true. Not even
true.
slightly true. Not even. But nice try though. Good try, Dallin Pepper. Can we go over to Tia's video on the Proven website? Tia talks about the buy at the Rogue for the dual event. We know that that's not good, right? No one wants the buy. Here she speaks about it gently.
What happened at Rogue?
Action.
It's a reward, but also had the dual, and that's always a really fun workout. I just feel like, we got, because we were in the top 5, we got bypassed to the next round. So it's a reward, but also in saying that too, you're out there for quite a long time. There's not a whole lot of room to warm up. And so, in a way you're advantaged, but you can also be a little bit disadvantaged when it comes to, going out, and all the other competitors have already gotten to touch the bags, gotten to go over the logs, and they've been able to.
Okay. Why doesn't she just say it? The buy sucks, right? Grunler, do you want the buy?
No, not
You're an
at
athlete. John Young, do you want the buy?
No.
Jedediah Snelson, an actual games athlete, do you want the buy?
No, I don't. But here's my question. Has she brought this up in the past when she hasn't been? She's had the buy every year because she's always been in the top 5. But this is the first year she's been caught by it. And now she's speaking out about it. Has she spoke out about it before?
This is her recap of what happened with Rogue.
But you're saying last year when she got the buy, was she pissed? I think it fucked her up last year too, to be honest. I think she got knocked out early last year, as I recall. I don't remember what she said about it. But would you take the buy, Jedediah? Would you want the buy or not the buy?
No, I wouldn't want to buy.
Yeah, Taylor.
Definitely no buy.
No buy. Okay, so no one wants the buy. Okay.
It's a race.
I think
Shouldn't have it anyway.
Melner has complained every single year because it feels like he gets bit every year, and he didn't this year. But the 2 years previous, he has. His best point is the bottom 5 people, like you don't get to go against those people. So like your times would have been faster than the slowest 5 people, but they're already eliminated when you get to go. So even if you weren't going to be good at it, you have the slowest 5 people that you could have beaten that you don't get to
already out. And then all the
right.
times got faster every round, meaning practice made you better. It's not like people were getting more tired. Okay. I guess if it was a longer time domain with shorter rest, it might help, but it's not. And so it's high skill, so that's no good. 405, why didn't Tia wear a belt in the deadlift event? Great answer here. This is a really cool video of hers. I think she's adding a lot here.
And then there was deadlifts. And the deadlifts, I didn't know how that was going to go. Like normally deadlifts are very good for me. Very strong in my deadlift, but I just felt like for deadlifts, I hadn't gone that heavy since having Willow and being pregnant. You know, you want to obviously push yourself to where you know and you think you can go, but you also don't want to do any damage. And, you know, a lot of people ask me why I didn't wear my belt during the deadlift. And, you know, for me, not everything is like, you know, back to normal. I'm still on the mend of recovery, essentially. So, you know, I'm needing to still be very cautious of where my organs are and everything. And it's definitely something that I never even considered prior because I've never gone through it. You know, it's still taking some time for my body to feel back to normal, and it's a new normal. It's not what it was prior to being pregnant. It will never be the same.
So just jam it all in there with a belt.
Hey, as a gym owner, Bill, is this new to you, or like, hey, yeah, it's different? Like you had one client, and now it's not the same client. And the same client's never coming back because they went through changes. Not better for worse, just different.
Yeah, no. So we've had a lot of women work through the pregnancy as members here and come out on the other side and still working out. I mean, everyone's going to be a little bit different. The part that's confusing to me is if that's the case, why the heck were you wearing it during the sandbag, the sandbag carry, the jerry bag carry? Like if you're gonna, you wear it on some events, and then on the heaviest event, you don't wear it. You wore it on the cleans.
You wore it on every event,
every single event.
Except
it's like that to me. It's almost like that seems more like a statement. And I mean, I guess I can see how if you want to feel something a little bit different, or if you want to be able to assess a little bit more, like, okay, I can kind of buy that, but it just seemed like you wore it in every single event. Except for that one. And that seemed odd to me.
Did she wear it during the dumbbell or the fat bell ground overhead? Because I'm wondering if it was a hinging thing. But she wore it in the power clean event too, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you, Bill, because like her explanation specifically to the deadlift makes 100% sense to me, because it's the same reason I deadlift, and I deadlift heavy. I don't wear a belt because with my rods and stuff, like I don't want to support that. I want to feel what's going on so I don't go too heavy, because I've tried to wear a belt in the past and I've only hurt myself. But I don't wear it on anything else either. Like,
right. I'm the same way. It's like you either wear it to use it or you don't use it.
Yeah.
It seemed really strange.
What does this mean? John Young wears a web belt.
He wears a dental dam.
Oh shit! Jeez,
is that what that
Louise.
is?
No. No. Oh,
you don't know what a dental dam is? Google that, John.
No. I know what that is.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Belt,
it's
that's
okay.
What that is?
It's okay.
What's a web belt?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh shit! I don't have the time code for the next clip. I screwed you, Caleb. All right, fine. She did great. She did great on the whole cans event. She said she loved it, which of course she did. She's a winner. No complaining from Tia with the being out in the rain. She actually said she enjoyed the experience. It's a cool video. And then she also talks about that material on the top of the box. And I saw it in the Training Think Tank video too. In case anyone was wondering what that white material is on top of the boxes, it's that same material that you buy like at I guess Walmart or Kmart or Amazon that you put under carpets when you have hardwood floors so they don't
No
slide
way.
around. So that,
I
I guess
know
that's
that.
what it is.
Crazy.
Barbell Jobs has a job available on their Instagram account. And it is they used to be a sponsor of this show. It is a bizarre photo. Did you mute yourself so you could ask your wife what a dental dam is?
No.
Look at this video. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Sorry, not picture, this picture. The video must be wild. CrossFit gym manager and coach for CrossFit West Seattle. I guess that's appropriate for Seattle.
I bet the gym provided them with this picture, though.
What?
100%
Wow.
the gym gave them
CrossFit
that
West Seattle is looking for a CrossFit gym manager and coach in Seattle, Washington.
Is that
He
a
must
web
have
belt?
he must have a penis that looks like a salamander.
You know what I bet? I bet they did the thing where like you hold it down
a
on
crop.
the iPhone and it crops, and they probably just had it on a black backdrop so they couldn't see like.
Dude,
It-
how do
they
you
did-
not see when you post that
That's
though?
What a
You're
no,
posting
no.
it.
Edit.
No,
That's
well,
some
what
Did you
bad
see that it's
editing.
posted?
Hey, fuckhead, John. What I'm saying is CrossFit West Seattle sent them the crop. And then Barbell Jobs were like, all right, well, this is what we have to work with. We're fucking going with it.
And look at this. Deja's like it's a shitty crop. I think it's a fucking perfect crop for West Seattle.
Is it something hanging off him or going in him?
Is that oldest Super Dick?
Bailey Demena, CrossFit Media Department must have done that. All right. So that's over. If you need a job, go over to the
That guy
the
doesn't even
jobs.
look like he does CrossFit. It looks like he does like pull-ups at the park, dude.
Now here we go. This is where it's going to get nasty. We're going to dip into the training think tank video
Nasty.
with Max El Haj and CPT. And who are the other two guys? Who's the guy who looks like Ken and the lady who coaches over there? She was Sarah Sigmund's daughter's coach. Oh no, they don't have Ken in this one. Who are those two? I don't know who those are.
Perrin is the girl. I don't know who the guy is.
Yeah, Perrin. How about this? Did you know Perrin, in this video, Perrin mentions that she used to train Chandler Smith back in 2016. She was his coach at the semifinals. That's kind of cool, right? Fascinating, Sevan. Thank you for that little tidbit of CrossFit trivia. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, let's go to Training Think Tank has a marvelous YouTube station. They publish regularly. This looks like it's at their headquarters. Let's go to 220, where Max calls Rogue the biggest event in the sport. At the end of the video, he also calls it the hardest, or he calls it just as hard as the CrossFit Games, or one of them do there. But I want you guys to hear this and tell me if this is true. Max called Rogue the biggest event in the sport. I'd never heard anyone call it that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think both Noah and Travis competed in that one, and I didn't go that year. So this is the only like big competition I feel like I haven't continually traveled to, and it's like now the biggest one in the sport.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of athletes will really like to get into it, not only because Rogue does a really awesome job.
Bill Grundler, well, they do a lot of rogue blowing. They actually say, like Max says, he's going to try not to be negative, and there really is no negativity in it. They really like their relationship with Bill and Katie. Bill, biggest sport in the space?
It's the deepest field of any competition other than the games. In fact, when you compare it to the games, it's even deeper than the games because the numbers are smaller. So, I mean, it's definitely it's the most
talented
pool that you're going to get next to the games, especially this early in the season.
So next to the games, you're saying the game still has it?
Well, yeah, because everyone at that point is primed for that. Like they've peaked to get to there. But right now, like these athletes right now are not in peak shape. But you have
it's implied it's apart from the games, huh? It's implied, huh? Ruining my bit. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Bill. Sorry.
No, I'm done. I got it.
Okay. Go ahead, John.
I think Rogue is almost exactly as big as the games as far as how the athletes look at it. I mean,
no.
Listen. Hey, listen. Calm down. Okay. Especially as far as how they got paid very similar to the games. But I'm not talking like the CrossFit Games is the Super Bowl. That is the peak. That's what everybody wants to go to. That's what you want to strive to make. The CrossFit Games is the Super Bowl. But
look at this.
Rogue Invitational, the same. Like every athlete is going to do the Rogue Invitational too. So as far as like,
not the
I think
adaptives.
it's on par with the games. The games is just the Super Bowl.
So the way I view it is like this is the All-Star game, like the NFC, AFC.
Yeah, yeah.
But no one really gives
Not
a
the
fuck
games,
about
though.
that. You want to be an All-Star. You want to be like, yeah, I am the best at this position in the league. But you want a fucking Super Bowl 100 times more than that.
Right. No, for sure. But I'm saying it's on par with that as far as who competes and.
This comment hits the nail on the head.
Boy, this is wild. I really apologize. This show does not like to stoop low like this. A clock. He said that on purpose. Max Hog, Max with the giant hog, does not respect CrossFit, and the lack of respect issues in all sorts of passive aggressive remarks. Interesting.
So look at Cave's comment.
Is it after that?
No, before. You won't pull it up.
I don't even
Did
see
you see
it.
the Cave comment after?
Oh, this one? Rogue will surpass.
Before.
Jesus Christ.
Wait. Where's that one? Rogue will no. Okay, this is after. Sorry, after.
I'm done.
Cave is down.
No, I'm done.
Come on.
Here's what I'll say. It depends on what parameters you're looking at. I mean, technically, you could say Wadapalooza is the biggest competition based on participation. But I think Rogue is the most entertaining.
Max Hodge
but
has
if you
had
ask,
the shit beat out of him. Sorry,
but I think John's right. I think if you ask the athletes, the CrossFit Games is the biggest, and that's the most important. If they could choose like which one they won, they would want to win the CrossFit Games over Rogue.
Do you think, hey Jedi, you think anyone would ever just be like, hey, I'm just only going to do Rogue, I'm not going to do the games?
Well, they can't. How they gonna?
Oh,
that's true. Yeah, I mean that's kind of a long shot.
Every year.
But
it's the difference between Rogue saying, hey, it's not our goal to find the fittest on earth. We do want the fittest person here to win the event. We care about showcasing the athletes. But at the games, the program is 100% designed to find the fittest person on earth. Fuck the money. You're going to the games to win the games to say, I'm the fittest fucking human being who walks on the planet.
And that's why Rogue will never surpass the games.
Unless they say, hey,
yeah,
we're going to find the fittest on earth.
I think there was some talk for a while that Fikowski and I thought there was some talk for a while that
wanted to.
Fikowski and Vellner. I thought there was some talk that Fikowski and Vellner were only going to do off-season events and not the games. Maybe a few years back. Do you guys remember that?
They said that?
No, I've never heard them say that.
Okay, all right.
That's too close, dude.
I think ideally you want to do well enough at the games that you just qualify for Rogue.
Cave Dastro, Max Hodge reminds me of a woke college professor, book smart, but has never gotten the shit beat out of him. He is a very, very good fighter. He has a very, very rich history of fighting. I know he seems like a benevolent, chill man now, but all of the kinds.
Cockfighting?
Judo was. I think his foundation was judo. He's the fucking real deal, man. He's fucking gnarly. He's the real deal. I don't know about his woke shit, but I don't think he's woke either.
I don't know shit about fighting, but I have had the shit beat out of me.
One end of it.
That's because
I've got the fucking beaten out of me.
He said they went on to say that Noah was Noah did not prep for this comp, and that 2 weeks before Rogue, he took a 7-day fuck fiesta with his wife. Like basically just went off and they just made love
word
for 7
for word.
days.
That's how he said it.
Well, he said they went on a honeymoon, but I'm just telling you,
honeymoon.
Honeymoon. They went on a honeymoon. Anyway, which is fascinating. Any thoughts on that? How chill is Noah? That's a big deal, right? Take 7 days off 2 weeks before the competition to just go roll around in the hay with your chick.
Good for him, and he had a fucking fantastic result. Yeah. When did he finish?
5th?
Was it
27th?
No. He had a bad last day.
What was his finish? Can we find this out?
I'll effort it.
The thing with Noah is that if that dude is relaxed and doesn't care, that's when he will do his best.
He was 10th.
Exactly.
Finished 10th.
Ah,
man.
10th.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just speaks to his mindset and how he operates as an athlete. When he comes in like committed and serious, he overthinks it. He tries to outperform it and he screws himself. When he comes in relaxed with no expectations, this is what happens.
He's kind of in a no-lose situation. Like no one expects him to do anything. He's already said, I'm retiring, I'm out. So no one's looking at him. No one's going like, Noah's gonna mess it up. Noah's gonna come out too hot and screw it all up. You know,
It's the same thing. It's the same thing when he got the leader's jersey at the games. He started overcooking himself because he couldn't handle the pressure.
Noah was doing plenty of functional fitness. Says Jerry Latimer. Matt Morrison, why is Bill Grunler trying to look like Sevan? These are all questions that come up every show. Thank you. These are ones we'll never get the answers to.
But John, that's because Matt's built the exact opposite. When the pressure's on, that's when he thrives.
There was nothing Noah could have done to win that competition, no matter what mentality he had.
No, but he should have gone. I mean, if you think about
he still should have been closer.
I mean, I think honestly, I think he did way better than he thought he was going to do.
I agree. I think he outperformed expectations and kind of surprised himself that he was there.
Totally.
Coach Perrin said that Bethany lost 3 events and still took 16th place. She's quite impressed with that. She says she hasn't back squatted 260 pounds in over 2 years. Travis said a deadlift PR. Max also somewhere in the video mentioned the morning chalk up. I don't know what he said about it, but I just heard him say morning chalk up, and that kind of caught me off guard. I didn't even know anyone read morning chalk up, let alone reference.
Why is she still competing if her back is that fucked up?
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Shadburn?
Yeah. Do you guys have a problem with that?
I'm interested to hear y'all's opinion on this because
I like it. Do what you want to do. Have fun.
On bar, she couldn't do 3 of the events.
Would you probably have a problem if Jedediah Snelson did the swimming and a biking part of a triathlon, but he's like, can't do the running?
I mean,
fuck you guys up.
Yeah, fuck that. He can't do it.
That's not happening.
And that was not for Jedediah. That was for you, Sevan. Fuck you. Trying to put me in a corner, dude. Fuck, how dare you?
What do you think? Why do you hate it? You think she's taking a spot? You think she's jeopardizing her health? Like what?
I think she's taking a spot from somebody who could have done all.
It's just an opinion, dude. At the end of the day, like this is
that doesn't matter.
What I say doesn't mean a fucking thing. I don't like it. If you can't go out there and fucking give every event your absolute best, what are you doing, dude? And that's just my opinion. It's not saying she shouldn't be allowed to compete. No, if she's good enough to make it, go. But like,
and I don't have a problem with it. And I don't have a problem with her.
I just think it's dumb.
The last event though was a 155-pound clean and jerks. And she was just kind of
not even doing
not trying very hard. And then she would try to hype up the crowd. I'm like, it's a 155-pound clean and jerk, Bethany. Like,
I just don't like it. It's like when I don't know. It's just like you're laying down and just keeling over. And
look at this fucking weird logic. Bryson, bear with me here. I'm about to ass pound you. Just
no, fuck that. I got Bryson's back.
Put a rag in your mouth and bite down hard. Here we go, Bryson. Ready for the rag?
He's a self-made athlete.
Listen, Bryson Del Monte, taking a spot and money from someone who's prepared. Motherfucker, she earned that at the games.
Spot.
And I agree with that.
She earned that at the games. That's her money.
This is totally different because it's an invite, because based on what you did in the games, that gets you in there. All of the people that miss their spot, I mean, it sucks to see it, and I get what Taylor's saying, that like it's hard to see it, but in all reality, sorry, man, like that's her spot.
She did nothing wrong.
What the fuck she wants with it, you know? It's
no,
lame
it's
to
not
see
that
it.
she did anything wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
I know it's dumb to see
why
it. Like,
go
I get
if you don't think you're going to be able to do 3 of the events?
So she's going to make money. Get the money, so she can work out, so she can hang out, so she.
Well, what did she make? She made $6,000. That's good. That's a good haul. But I think I'm just saying.
And it's her hometown,
dude. We don't want to see you on the field. I'd rather see somebody else dying for points, not some freaking cuck just keeling over and laying.
I don't know.
Fair enough. I hear that as a fan. I hear that. Go ahead, Jedi.
I've raced with a separated shoulder, and I basically went out there and rolled around because as long as I got the points, I won the championship I was trying to get and got the prize money that I wanted. So it's
championship,
like, slightly different.
This is just showcase.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a showcase.
But if she's trying to, it was for the money.
Well, then I need her to say like, "Hey, it's a free $6,000 if I should come."
Now here, Sevan, I don't think she owes anybody a statement. That's where I was totally different deal. This is a different deal because
I'm going to come on the Sevan podcast
going on here,
and I'm going to tell them why I went there. Cave Dastro, Sevan thinks Bethany can do no wrong because he likes her big head.
Which head?
All of them. All right. Let's move on to Travis had I want to go back to that. Travis had a deadlift PR. With all that deadlifting, we're still not surprised, right? Because that's what these fuckers do at events. That's the crowd.
Dude, this is never mind.
Play 1530. This is the one that I really like. I know we're running low on time here. I have concerns that the deadlift as an event at the CrossFit Games, a single 1 rep max deadlift at any CrossFit event is just bad programming.
Is that Subway? This fucker doesn't do CrossFit.
I have an issue with the deadlift, and I just can't.
I'm with
I just
you,
can't can't explain it well. It's not who we are. It's not who we are.
It's a party trick.
Okay, so let's go. Let's play this and listen to it. They say some stuff here that's interesting that kind of I feel like bolsters my point. But here we go.
Training, and they're just like, oh, this is good enough.
For
Like,
sure.
you're already strong enough. So that was probably the closest she got to pulling a true 1RM. They guesstimated that she could pull 450 if it was just a everyday like
talking about
training day
Kazan.
that was really good. And I was like, wow, how are they so strong?
That's insane. Yeah, but she probably doesn't need to even test that ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I don't know what the repercussions are going to be for her.
Yeah.
Did anyone shock you the most with the deadlift?
Danny Spiegel shocked me the most.
Okay, pause there. So she says, I don't know what the repercussions will be, as if there are repercussions for doing a max, a 1 rep deadlift max. They also say earlier in there that Gazan doesn't know her 1 rep because she did 385 for a set of 3, and they didn't think it was pertinent to test a 1 rep dead. And they also go talk later on about how Noah, he set his deadlift PR in a comp, and at 545, and so he doesn't train a 1 rep max. And I think I've heard Vellner say that. So if there's a movement, so this is the question: what movement at what capacity would you never practice, but it's okay to test in competition? Let me ask that one more time. What movement at what capacity would you never practice, but is okay to test in competition? Because that's what they're doing with the deadlift. They're testing an athlete's capacity at something that they would never do in training because it might hurt them. Or is that wrong? Am I wrong?
I think they've given you a couple examples of a few athletes who don't need to test their 1RM. I don't think it's a general rule that most athletes don't ever do a heavy single deadlift.
Do you ever test out your max deadlift?
Yeah, it was like a really heavy rep I did like a month ago or so.
I think there's also.
Go ahead, Jed.
I think there's also some risk reward there. Like there's still got to be some personal accountability. You know your body and you know what you can do. And at some point you say, you know what, like, is it worth it just to get this one event win and try and really push it? And if I get hurt, be damned, I took the win. Or is it, you know, hey, well, I'm just going to play within my boundaries and walk away.
Hey, listen, Tony Tone, you fucking idiot. This is exactly why you should ask me, because they're talking about people who don't need to test their 1RM. So why the fuck are we basing the argument off of 3 people in the world who have such obscenely good deadlifts that they don't ever have to test it? That's a bad demographic to use to say, is this workout appropriate for the field? Shut the fuck up. All right, I'm good.
I did a heavy deadlift rep on self-made training program today. I just did today a 401 and I'm a fucking nobody. Damn.
I mean, I don't test my max deadlift
because you're strong.
I don't disagree with.
You need to run.
Saying. I don't disagree with what you're saying, Taylor. I don't disagree with Sevan's saying either, though. Is it?
The testing part, if you're looking for that is going to be the heaviest amount of weight that any of these athletes are going to be pulling. So do you want to put yourself under all that weight if you don't really need to? Like, how often are they going to pull a 1 rep max deadlift? One out of every, for these athletes, honestly, probably one every 30
competitions.
Right, 30 events. So it's like, what's the point? It doesn't really matter.
Is a 1RM deadlift inherently more dangerous than a 1RM back squat?
I think so.
I think
It
so.
is.
Yeah.
Well, why?
so.
I mean, explain it. Oh, with perfect mechanics. Why?
Because
you
of the
can't have
amount of
perfect
load you're going to have on it.
mechanics, with that type of load, you can't just have perfect mechanics. I
But
feel
this
like it's gonna
doesn't
break
sound very
down.
objective. I'm not saying either of you are wrong. I'm just saying why. Give me an objective reason.
I think you can do more than your body can handle in deadlift. Where back squat, like you're just gonna get.
Are you saying
can't stand
people
up.
can? Are you saying people can fall out of good mechanics easier? Because because theoretically, if you're moving with perfect sound technique, you're not going to get hurt. If you fail a deadlift perfectly, you maintain a perfectly neutral spine. You go to lift the bar up. The bar doesn't budge. You stop.
Dude, no one had perfect form. No one had perfect
saying-
form at a Rogue. No one had perfect
I
form
think
at
you
Rogue,
can
right?
successfully do a deadlift rep, not with perfect mechanics. I'm saying like when you're maxing out, it's everything you have. I think you're more liable to fall out of perfect mechanics and successfully do the rep and put your body in bad positions.
Yes, I agree with that.
Spiegel over and over and over again than a back squat. A back squat, you get pinned to the ground, you're failed. You're done.
Where do you fail it? If you fail it
you
correctly,
can't stand up and then you fall to the ground. And
if
then
you
drop it off your
fail
back.
it backward, you're okay.
I've
What if
never
your hip
failed-
shoot up? What if your hip
I've
shoot
never
up?
failed that way. I can't
Look,
speak to
look
that.
at the amount of weight that you have on there that's going to be different. I mean, you're going to have hundreds of pounds difference.
Not
As
hundreds.
you're trying
Danny Spiegel's back squat to her deadlift.
Okay, that's
still
Danny
heavy.
Spiegel.
I bet
Here's
Alex
what-
Kazan's is really close.
Here's what I'll say.
Okay,
It's
true.
easier to load a bar on the ground and try and pick it up at a higher weight than it is to unrack it and try and put it on your back. But here's what I'll also say. The deadlift is more functional than a back squat.
Way more functional.
Not disagreeing with that.
And so I think that there's still a value to it. I mean, I can't back squat anything, but I can deadlift 350 plus pounds. So
And this is a good comment. Laura Horvath had fantastic technique throughout the entire ladder.
Yeah.
And Tia, I think Tia had pretty good technique on the deadlift as well, especially for no belt. I think that there's like, I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I just like, for me to say, oh, the deadlift is definitely more dangerous than the back squat 1RM testing, I feel like I would have to see a study, because otherwise I think it's just this perception that I have that if you deadlift too heavy and you fuck it up, you might fuck your back up. But I know people that have fucked themselves up, fuck their back up, back squatting too.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I think it's personal responsibility. I think the same guy that overloads a deadlift bar and tries to pick it up is also going to overload a back squat bar and try and do the same thing.
And IOTA's using bad logic. Olympic weightlifters don't deadlift because they don't need to deadlift heavy. It's not a deadlift sport. It's not a pull off the ground sport. To a degree, they have enough power and speed to pull a clean and to pull a snatch, and they do snatch pulls and clean pulls.
So you're okay with it in a competition?
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it in the games, because in the games, like, there should be, we're testing fitness. Anything should be able to be thrown at you.
Let me just
the
push
last
back
thing
one
I would
little
want to
place.
do.
Would you be okay with a 800-meter race at the CrossFit Games?
They did a 500-meter race at the CrossFit Games.
I agree.
Yeah,
Would
I'd
you
be
be
okay
okay
with
with an 800-meter race around the track? Okay.
You know what I
At
think
the
is more
games, yeah.
dangerous than a deadlift is a 40-yard dash.
I know that's what I mean. Like,
Hamstring steady?
I feel like they're trying. That there's a. It's putting the horses in a race. It's that they're not used to racing.
That's on them though.
I hear you.
Bring the
I hear
games
you.
up. I think the game, like Bill said.
Okay,
anything should
let
be on
me
the
ask this.
table
What
at
about the salt?
games.
Okay, all right, fine.
Jordan, my
But
comment was
I'm gonna leave it alone.
so
I
dumb.
do
I'm reading
think
Jordan's
deadlift
comment.
skews
can't
the
believe I said that.
leaderboard more than like any lift there is.
Okay, maybe it's just a little bit of liberal left. in
I
it.
also don't like the way they did it at Rogue. I'll say that. I
No,
think the
it's
way
terrible.
they did it was
18
reckless.
pulls.
Yeah, so
Jeez.
reckless.
That
For
was
sure.
Hey, but Travis Mayer set a fucking PR, and so did the guy that went last, whoever
But
that
it's
was.
still so reckless. You're showcasing the athletes, or are you trying to shove a fucking 16-foot dock piling up their ass?
right.
I mean, seriously, dude. Brutal.
Okay. Can we do a poll, Caleb? Could we do we'll talk about this. Can we do three choices? I want to ask people what their what Josh Bridges' ruck time is with the 100-pound ruck. Can we do the 3 times? Can we do 6:30, 7:30, and 8:30?
It's 6:30, dude. Gotta be
7:30.
I'm going 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes.
100-pound ruck.
For a mile?
For a mile, the training think tank guys.
6:30.
I think it was Max El-Haj spoke to Josh, and they discussed what his time was when he not now, but when he was a SEAL for doing a 100-pound.
That's your job, dude.
Ruck for a mile. Bill Grunler, what do you think it is? 6:30, 7:30, or 8:30?
I would say 7:30 because 6 just seems fucking fast. And I
think
don't-
6:30.
I think if 8:30, that's just of the three. I'll split the difference.
As a guy who can run a sub 6 mile, I think it's 7:30.
You can run a sub 6 mile? Shut up.
No
you
way.
can't. Barely.
Yeah. Taylor knows.
Barely.
Those big legs, dude. Really?
6:58.
It was
Jedediah, thoughts on what Josh Bridges' 1 mile time is with a 100-pound ruck?
I don't know. That's tough. I don't know enough of his background to really say.
He's a good runner.
He's a
good
SEAL.
runner.
That's all you need
He's
to
a
know,
SEAL.
dude.
Yeah, right.
That was his
I would
whole
guess-
job, was carrying the 50
I would think
cal.
he'd be closer to 6:30 than he would 7:30.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see.
Caleb Beaver.
This is gonna hurt John's
I'm
feelings when he
gonna
finds
say
out.
7:30 because he's short and got stubby legs.
6:30.
Okay.
Let's go.
Watch it
Taylor,
be
what are you
8:30
saying?
And we're all
6:30,
let down.
100%. Let's go. Let's find out.
Grundler.
What? I said 7:30.
He said 7:30 already.
Okay, so we'll let some more votes come in. Basically, from the sound of it, that this was the programming for Rogue is a compilation, an effort of Katie Henniger, the co-owner of Rogue, and Josh Bridges. I think Brian has him in the top 10 best CrossFit Games athletes of all time, and then Chris Spieler, one of the original CrossFit Games athletes who was around forever. And Josh was a SEAL. And let's go ahead and roll the tape. 39. Let's start at 39:40.
I wish we made a bet.
I found it's a little ahead of that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It starts at 40.
Okay. We can let it build up a little bit. It's cool. It's fun.
Okay.
Let there be some tension here. Okay, here we go.
Said there was going to be a sandbag. I assumed it would be a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But they were flying.
I think that we had another situation of improper distance.
But there were people that had watches.
Were they right?
Oh, pause that for a second.
Tracked up.
El-Haj is claiming that Rogue's measurement could have been off.
That's because he was so shocked by how fast they ran that with 100 pounds, as was I. But hearing what some of these military people can do, it's like, well, I don't know. The adrenaline's flowing. It's your first event. I've never done a 100-pound ruck. So all I'm doing is I'm thinking, holy fuck, 100 pounds for a mile. It's got to be slow. But they just showed us what was actually possible.
I wonder how many times Katie wheeled that thing. You think she used the same people that CrossFit
At least
used?
3. At least 3.
She did. She did. She did 3 wheels.
He had Dave do it.
Yeah. I heard they measured it with the same wheel. Okay, so Max El-Haj proposes that, just so you know, that the course wasn't a mile long. And let's see what Piran says.
On the GPS watch, and it all came up accurate.
Oh, they confirmed it. Oh, okay.
Well, just social media posts.
Yeah, I thought those times seemed a little fast. I talked to Josh. Josh Bridges wrote the workouts, and apparently with a 100-pound ruck when he was in the military, he ran a 6:30 mile.
Boom.
I was like, wow.
Boom.
Holy
Boom.
shit.
Well, that's good for you, Josh.
That's fucked up.
CrossFit tees are weak. CrossFit tees are weak at squat because that takes work. Deadlift easier to get gains. More what?
I should measure my dick with that CrossFit official wheel measurer.
Hold on.
My wife just yelled at me through the office.
She did.
Yeah, she was like, Taylor.
Yeah, but what someone
Did
will
she
say.
yell it won't matter?
No.
Oh,
thankfully.
okay. Oh, so this is incredible. So we were
That's so
way
fast,
wrong.
dude.
We were
Like,
way
to
wrong
think
when we
about
were
that.
assessing that event. Oops, sorry, Bill. We were way wrong when we were assessing that event.
Yeah, I was the jackass that said it would be almost 40 minutes.
Yeah, I was.
Me
I
too.
thought
I was
yeah,
with
me
you,
too.
dude.
Me too.
I was with you.
My God. Hey, does anyone know who Rogue's demo team is?
I want to.
Carolyn Prevo.
You think it's like Prevo and Dan Bailey, and you think it's like
Yeah. I
I
you
don't
think-
know why they would
people.
use him, but Carolyn.
Or
would
they?
go
Do you
for
think they
sure.
got some like real games athletes? Sorry, Carolyn. Sorry, that wasn't cool. A real games athlete. Someone said 2.5 inches.
My dick, dude, chill.
Hey, what is this? What does this mean? CrossFit tees are weak.
CrossFitters are weak.
Oh. God, Bo. What? You are like a hairless cat, dude. CrossFit tees are weak. CrossFitters are weak at squat because that takes work. Deadlift easier to get gains. More mental.
That's dumb.
Oh, Colton
I
Burns tested
disagree.
workouts. That's right. I remember hearing that.
I'm
No. Where do you
much
see
better
that?
at squatting than
The
deadlifting.
comments.
Didn't Katie say Colton tested some? Wow.
She did.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you remember she had like Carolyn come in like the morning of at like 6 a.m. or something to test one of the workouts because they changed it last minute.
I want to know Colton's times in some of these workouts.
All
should
right,
post
crazy. All right. I apologize for the 12:30 show today. We have rescheduled Tyson Bagent for next Tuesday. It was pretty wishful thinking to think we were going to get him the day after. For the one jackass who left in the comments, I unsubbed because I thought it was clickbait. Good. Stay the fuck away. Don't come back. All right. Tomorrow morning, you know who we have tomorrow morning? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say who we have tomorrow morning, what he does. Is it who? Do you know this guy? Tomorrow we have Justin Doing. You know who that is? You're muted.
Is that the dude who does the tow trucks? Wait, did you hear me?
No,
fart?
no.
I thought
But
He's a semifinalist.
yeah. Do you know who he trains with?
Yeah.
I think he trains with. I think he was training with Hopper, and Matt, and Katrin, in Vermont.
Never heard of him.
I
know his name. I know he was a semifinalist, but that's all I know.
Justin
about.
And I think he's a police officer.
SWAT.
Yeah, there we go. Pumped to talk to him. Oh, look at that. Wait, let me see that. 2022 CrossFit Games Fittest Cop in America. How would he know?
We did
they
talk
even
to him.
Did you had him on your show?
I think we talked to him before. Yeah.
You can just claim you're the fittest cop because they didn't do an occupational games.
Hey, what? Maybe Rogue should do occupational games. Just take the air out of the room and do that.
I think Mayhem is trying to do that themselves as well.
All right. Alyssa. God damn, you guys are mean to me.
That's so great.
It's my show.
So
not a lie,
good.
though. Not a lie.
That's
Not
It's
a
my
lie.
show. I'll do
Don't
what I want.
owe us
Alyssa,
anything.
It's Bill's gym. He'll do what he wants.
Alyssa Sevan, you don't have to explain shit to us. Why you rescheduled Tyson? You don't know us anything. Oh, blow me. All right, I'm gonna go punch myself in the face. Daniel Garrity, David Weed, no, racist Dave canceled his rent-free lease in Sevy's head for today's clickbait debacle. All right, I do owe you $90,000 worth of interviews. That's right. All right, guys. Anything else? Any closing thoughts on this week in the show? Should be called the Official CrossFit Ecosystem Show.
I want to give a shout out to one of my people, if that's okay.
Please.
Oh God.
No,
I know.
this is
That's
a
really what
fun
I was
story.
saying inside.
No, y'all will find this interesting. Y'all will find this because the cops made me think of it. This guy named Joey just finished a cycle, a squat cycle, and he PR'd by 10 pounds. And then he was like, I should have gotten 20 pounds more. I'm sorry, man. I had kind of a long night last night. And then he sends me, he's a DEA agent. And he sends me this story. He's like, huge shooting and drug bust involving DEA agents. And he was like, I didn't get into like 3 a.m. Please don't be mad. I'm like, bro, you're fine. Like, you just got shot at. Calm down.
You got a DEA agent all worried about what you're going to do?
Yeah. That I'm going to be mad
you
that
say
he didn't
DEA
PR
again.
by
Do you know
more.
what that stands for, John? DEA?
Drug Enforcement Agency.
All right.
Dude, Bill Gates' business associates reach combined $365 million settlement with Jeffrey Epstein's victims.
Whoa.
Where's that article? I need to talk about that tomorrow. That's
Breitbart,
awesome.
on Breitbart. How crazy is that? I'll send that to you.
I
How
just
many
saw
victims are there?
Italy banned all of his synthetic food that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
They
First
just
official
banned it?
ban. Yeah, Italy did.
Yeah.
Way
Good
to go, my
fuck is
Italianos.
synthetic food and the what is that
Yeah.
thing
They
they're
tried
gonna
to get rid
spray?
of Jews and failed, but then now they're getting rid of fake food. Yeah.
What's
Get
it
rid of
called?
that
What's it
fake
called?
food.
Organa peel? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out for
Oh,
those stickers, man. Fake
dude,
food.
fuck that guy. All right, Sevan Rinso. I'm sending this to you, Sebi.
I like the fake girls on Instagram now, the AI girls. Have you seen that shit?
Dude, that's nuts. And they have like 90,000 followers. That shows you that's
Not
the kind of
more
cuck
than
shit.
90,000,
Yeah.
dude. There's some out there that have millions.
That's been going on for a while though. Like
That's
especially
what's
like in
wrong
Japan
with-
and stuff like that. Like they have those life-size cartoons that have their own social media, whatever's of just millions of followers. And they're like cartoons.
The gorillas did it first.
Is this true? Tyson Foods approved bugs in their food?
I
There's
think
a
they allow a
There's a
certain
limit.
percentage
limit.
of their food.
that's
to have
every
bugs
food.
Oh, that's
though.
fine. A little
Like
bit.
peanut
As long as
butter?
they're not like supplementing the
Dude, there can
food
be
with
like
extra
there can be like a
protein.
shitload of bugs in your peanut butter. They allow a lot.
Just
Hey,
extra
Colton
protein.
doesn't Colton sell his pigs to Tyson?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, thanks guys. Great show. Tomorrow morning, see you guys at 7 a.m. Don't forget to watch the fights, UFC fights, Saturday night. You can go over to YouTube now and sit on an assault bike after you take your peptide shot and CA peptide shot, and you can watch the fights. Perfect.